Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. And we got the New York Mets traveling to Atlanta May 1st, 1978 for the first game of a three-game series between these two teams. Let's take a look at the visiting New York Mets starting lineup. Leading off playing center field, Lee Mazzoni. Batting second, playing second base, Bobby Valentine. Batting third, playing right field is Bruce McClure. Batting fourth, playing left field is Steve Henderson. Batting fifth, playing first base is Willie Montez. Batting sixth, doing the catching is John Stearns. Batting third, playing third base. Batting seventh, playing third base, Joe Youngblood. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Doug Flynn. And batting ninth and on the mound for the New York Mets is Craig SWAN. Now let's take a look here at the Hagerstown Braves starting lineup. And we got leading off playing second base, Jerry Royster for the Braves. Batting second, playing center field, Roland Office. Batting third, playing right field, Brian Ossiton. Batting fourth, playing left field, Jeff Burris. Batting fifth, doing the catching is Biff Pocoroba. Batting sixth, playing first base is Dale Murphy. Batting seventh, playing third base is Ron Gilbreth. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Pat Rocket. Batting ninth and doing the pitching is Preston HANNA. Get ready here to go to the field here, Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, and get this game started.
Montanez.
And well, something doesn't look great. Let's take a look. This is awful small. Awful small. See if this makes it any better. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Darn. What else we got here? Okay, we're going to have to get out. Save and come back here. Give me 1 second. Font is awful small. Awful small. Sorry about this, folks. Don't know why it doesn't seem like it's saving that. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. See what this does. See what this does. Still small. How in the hell? Can I change that font down there? It is awful damn small. Okay. Try this again. Trying here. Guess I don't see nothing. Let's make this larger. See if that'll help. That changes that, but not this down here. Not that down there. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. What am I missing here? Change this, see what happens. I think that's just going to change the one field. Yeah, but this changes that. We really don't need that changed. I want to change this so this ain't so darn small. That should be it. We'll change this back to large. Excuse me. Trying to get this so the pitcher and the batter stats aren't so darn small. Aren't so darn small. I don't see anything. Hey, Tim D. Yeah, this darn where Lee Mazzoni and Preston HANNA, I'm trying to make it larger. And I can't seem to get it to. Normally, exit here. You go to that interface, it makes everything larger, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. Like I say, normally this user interface option, turn it to false, hit OK. See what happens. But normally that true, it's going to make everything small. But we'll go and give it a try. Normally you want that on true. Yeah, exactly. It was always larger. Always larger. That was version 11. Version 12, like I say, I don't know if he changed something in version 12 and it won't change that font. See, now the stuff on the field's smaller. I didn't think I wanted that, but that didn't change this down here at all. At all. So you want that true. I knew that. Here in a minute, I'm just going to have to give up on it and play the game. Don't want to waste time with this. So turn that back to true. Let's put this up to something crazy like 100 and see what happens. I definitely made that stuff bigger. See if it changed that. Definitely made that stuff bigger. Darn. Definitely made all this bigger. And it doesn't change that at all. I guess that don't change. I keep trying to. All right, we're going to get on with the game. Yeah, this is the new version. I like it, but that sure made that small and it's not changing it. Not changing that at all. Changes everything else. I'll go back after the game and change it back to 60. I don't need it on 100, but yeah, I don't know why I changed that. Made that so darn small. Made that so small. Like I say, there's nothing down here. Click on more, that just brings up the batting card. And this just changes it from splits. And you right click, it just says go back or reload. I can reload the page. Nothing there. And like I say, I tried all the fonts in here. Let's see here. Yeah, it don't really matter, does. Keep everything the way it was. Yep. Nah, no, they don't, Tim. Like I say, that more button just gives you the player card, gives you more information on the player. That's it. But yeah, I wish there was a way to make that bigger. Alrighty. Well, Lee Mazzoni's batting a .195. He's got 0 home runs and 8 RBIs. And this is HANNA's worth fifth game, fourth start. He's 1-3 with a 7.23 ERA. And let's get this game started, folks. And that's going to be a 8 against a, and I don't like that font. So we're going to change that font. I can tell you that right now. And an 8 against a 5. That's going to be a base hit in the right field, not the way the Braves want to start this game after a delay. So Lee Mazzoni's on base with a base hit. Yeah, it brings up Bobby Valentine now with a runner down at first and nobody out. And Bobby's batting a .321. He's got no homers and 2 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Valentine. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short, just what the pitcher wanted. And rockets up with it, fires over to Royster, over to Murphy. That's our 6-4-3 double play. That'll help the Braves get out of this inning, maybe with nobody scoring. Change it to this. I think I like this font better. Yeah, I like that font better. Alrighty. And now we got Bruce Beauclair up. Bruce is batting .205, no homers and 2 RBIs on the year. And here's the pitch to Bruce. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the leadoff single goes nowhere. And HANNA pitches to the minimum. It's nothing. Braves coming up. Royster Office and Asselton. Jerry's batting .273 on the year with no homers and 3 RBIs. He'll be facing Craig SWAN. SWAN's 5th appearance. He is 1-2 with a 2.32 ERA. Here's the pitch to Royster. And that's going to be a base on ball. So the Braves get the leadoff batter on board too. So now you got a runner down at first for Office. See if Office can do what the Mets couldn't and get him in here. He's batting .314 with a homer and 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a base hit, I believe, in see, against a 16. And yep, that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And I don't think Royster's going to try it. Let's see here, 39. Say with nobody out. And Bruce has got a pretty darn good arm out there. Yeah, he's going to stay put at second with nobody out. So we got first and second now, and Brian Asselton up. And Brian do something now. We got nobody out, runner in scoring position, and Office down at first. Brian's batting .312 on the year, no homers and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Brian, and that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Mazzoni, it's probably going to be fielding column number 1, and it is. And Jerry's going to stay put. That's a fly ball out to center. Now we got 1 out, runners at first and second for Jeff Burris. And let's see if Jeff can deliver here. Jeff is batting .268 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs on the year. And that is going to be another fly ball to center field. And now there's 2 outs, still runners at first and second. And this is driving me actually crazy, as small as that is. That is too small. Brings up Biff Pogoroba. Biff's batting .292, 2 homers and 6 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And they'll go to short way over to second. And that's going to end the inning. The Braves get the first 2 batters on. And they don't go nowhere, folks. It is nothing as we go to the top of the second after the Braves ran 2. Make this bigger. Maybe if I make, maybe we're going to give this one more try here. Anybody knows me, I'm pretty damn stubborn with this. So let's see here if we can do something. Pretty stubborn. Okay, we're going to change this back. Change that back to 55. Hit okay right away with that. Okay, change that back. That's still on true. Let's see. Yeah, we're like I say, we're going to put that on 55. Okay. Let's see if there's anything here. Show enable pitch. Let's see if I make this true what it does. See if that changes anything. Give this a try here. Give this a try. Nope, all I did was get rid of the pictures and stuff down there, so we'll change that back. I thought maybe that would help make that bigger, but it sure didn't. Sure didn't. We're losing this fight. Oh yeah, we're losing this fight. Let's see. Yeah, I might have to ask him that, is what exactly might have to happen there. Because I can't see of anything changing it. Yep. Yeah. Let's see if I make the play-by-play smaller. That will give more room for that. I don't know if that'll help or not. Maybe making the play-by-play larger and they squeeze that down, but it shouldn't. The box should still say the same. Oh, you take care, Tim, buddy. Have a good one. No, it didn't change nothing. I can say that shouldn't be that darn small, man. Shouldn't be that small. Hmm. Can't believe I'm letting this kick my butt is what's driving me. Hey, legends, trying to fix this fawn here with these batters and pitchers, and I ain't having no luck. It's awful darn small. In version 11, I used to be able to change this font, but I sure ain't getting nowhere with this. Not getting nowhere with it, that's for sure. I'm losing this battle. Let's look in here. Real life, and like I said, all this is changing what's on it. I don't see nothing in here with the font size. Darn it. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm taking up way too much time. Oh, it's all right, legends. Like I say, version 11, if I change the interface, it changed it, but it's not changing it. Not changing. I'm going to have to maybe email him and ask him. So we got the top of the second here. We got Henderson, Montez, and Stearns due up here. And Steve Henderson's batting a buck 89. He's got a homer and 6 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll be out number 1 here in top of the second. And up to the plate now is Willie Montez, and he's batting 370 with a homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, a 42 on a 37. 42 on a 37 is going to be a 13. That's going to be a second baseman. I have to re-roll some dice. Voice is a 7 on a 41. Not going to be good. 7 on a 41. And that'll be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a single. Beats out a bunt. And he's not an S runner, so that's what it's going to be. He's going to single. And he beats out the bunt. So you got Willie down at first and 1 out now. See if the Braves can turn another play like they did in the first inning. So runner on first and 1 out. And John Stearns is up. And John's batting 235. He's got no homers and 8 RBIs on the year. And here's the pitch to Stearns. And that's going to be a hey, Clam Stuff and Aaron Reed's in the house. And that's going to be a 10 against a 12, 11. A 10 against 11. And that's going to be a nice play down at third by Gilbreth on a 53. He's a 4. And that'll be fielding column 3. And don't get the runner out at first, but Willie will get in the scoring position here with 1 out. And that'll bring up Youngblood now with a runner down at second and 2 outs. And Joe Youngblood's batting 375, no homers and 2 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Office makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. The Mets strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score here in Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. And that brings up Dale Murphy, followed by Gilbreth and the Rocket. And the Murph is batting 208. He's got 5 homers and 7 RBIs. He's been on a hitting streak here lately. Not this time. That's a ground ball down the Flynn at short. He fires over to Willie at first, and that'll end that bat. Murph goes down 6-3. That brings up Mr. Gilbreth. And Rod is batting as the game's slowing down here. Guess I didn't like all the stuff I was messing with. And Gilbert's only batting $171. No homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Gilbert goes down on strikes. That brings up Pat Rocket. Can he get something going here with 2 outs? And Pat Rocket's batting $167. He got no homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Bobby Valentine's got it. And that'll end the inning. The Braves go down in order. To the top of the third we go. In the bottom part of the order due up here, you got Flynn, Swan, and then back to Lee Mazzoni at the top. And Doug Flynn's batting an even 200 with no homers and 6 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So Doug Flynn's aboard here with a leadoff single. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Swan. He's going to try to lay down a bunt here, get Flynn in the scoring position. And Swan's batting 250 on the year with no homers and no RBIs. Can he get down a nice bunt here? And a 12. And no, he doesn't. That ball's hit down to Murph. Murph fields it. He fires down the second with the Rocket covering, and they'll get the lead runner. So now you got Swan down at first. And 1 out for Lee Mazzoni. It's all right, Aaron. Not a problem, buddy. And Lee Mazzoni, he is 1 for 1 today. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jerry Royster. Royster's up with it. Fires over to Rocket over Murph. That's a 4-6-3 double play. The second one of the game for the Braves. And that ends the inning. To the bottom of the third we go. And we'll have Hannah, Royster, and Office due up here. Let's do one thing here. See what we can change with this. Basic. Not there. Cancel that. Put in his simulated stats. And simulated stats. That'll help out instead of real life stats down there. There we go. At least that way you can see what they're actually batting and is pitching in the replay here instead of that real life. That'll be a little easier to see down there. And we got Hannah. He's batting 750 on the year, folks. He's 3 for 4, so not a bad bat. And then we're back to Royster and Office at the top of the order. And that's going to be against a righty. It's going to make him a 9. Now he might get another hit. Oh, Preston here. And no, that's going to be a pop-up. Just gets under it. Matter of fact, that's a swing and a miss. He's got the Y. He strikes Preston out. Back to the top of the order we go in. Jerry Royster. And Royster is walked today. And that's going to be against an 18. That's going to be a ground ball right back to the mound. Swan's up with it. Fires over the first. 2 up and 2 down. And up to the plate steps Office. And Office is 1 for 1 today. He singled his first time up. And that'll be a swing and a miss. Now that'll be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll end the inning. The Braves go down in order. To the top of the 4th we go. And Bobby Valentine, followed by Beauclair and Henderson. And Bobby is 0 for 1. He grounded out to second his short rally first time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down the short. And that'll be out number 1. Up steps to the plate is Bruce. And Beauclair is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. So he struck him out twice. And that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. And it just drives me crazy with this font. This font is absolutely driving me batty. I don't know why it's doing that. Don't know why. And now you got Steve Henderson up. And he's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's another swing and a miss. So all of a sudden, Hannah wheeling and dealing. That'll end the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score here in Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. We got Asselton, Burris, and Pocoroba due up here. Brian is 0 for 1. Flew out the center the first time up. And that's going to be a rare play. A 23 on a 40. And that's going to be a ball 1. Here's the 1-0 count to Brian. And he hits that ball down the first. Montez got it. He steps on the bag himself. And that'll be out number 1. Brings up Jeff Burris now. Can Jeff get a 1-out rally started? He flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down. Yeah, he sure is, Aaron. I agree. And now we got Biff Pocoroba. He reached on the fielder's choice his first time up. And that'll be a base on ball. So a 2-out walk. And the Braves take advantage of it here. We got the Murph up. And Dale Murphy make him pay for walking Pocoroba. He grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Valentine will go short way over to second. That ends the inning. Ray Strand 1 to the 5th inning we go. Montez followed by Stearns and Youngblood. Willie singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field for out number 1. And Mr. John Stearns is up. And John is 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. That'll be a ground ball down the short. So that's a quick 2 outs here in the 5th. That brings up Mr. Youngblood. And Joel is 0 for 1. He flew out the center his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1, 2, 3 goes to Mets. See if the Braves can get something going here in the 5th inning. And we're going to have the bottom part of the order due up here. Gilbreth, Rocket, and HANNA. Of course, HANNA's got the decent bats, but Gilbreth is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up, and that'll be against a 9. And that's going to be a pop up, no, a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Gilbreth goes down the second time on strikes. That brings up the Rocket now. Can Pat get aboard here with 1 out? He grounded out the second his first time up as we drop the dice. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the Rocket's down at first now with 1 out. See if HANNA could get him in the scoring position here with a bunt. And a 35. That's going to be 2 missed bunts. So that 0-2 pitch, they keep the bunt sign on. And oh man, he would have got a hit here, folks. That 64 and a 2. That's going to be a F the third. That's going to be a ground ball back to the mound, back down the third. And Rocket's going to motor on down the third on this sacrifice bunt, as they was too lazy to get that, keep him at second. So the runner at first is going to get an extra base here, folks. So now we got a runner down at third and 2 outs for Jerry Royster. We don't want him at second. I want him down at third. Try this again. Yeah, rocketed down to third is right. Let's try this again here. So it's a sacrifice down the third. Put out by the second baseman. Runner on first. Should get 2 bases here. Let's see. That didn't work. Well, one more try here. We'll do it this way. Give it another try. It's not going to let him get the third. Huh? Do an undo here. Let's look here. See if there's a command to get him down to third. It doesn't look like they got a command to get him down to third. Try it this way. Vice 5 runner. Well, I'm not trying to bunt with 2 outs because it's supposed to do an undo. Supposed to done an undo. Hey, Philip. All right, we're not going full with it then. Come on now. And now he's down to third. Okay. Alrighty, now he's down to third, and there's 2 outs for Jerry Royster. And that might just drive in the run. 10 against a 12. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Nice job by Jerry Royster. Puts the Braves on the board here, folks. Royster with a 2-out hit. And the Braves lead 1-0 here. And the bottom of the 5th. And we got Office up. now with a runner down at first, and still 2 outs. And Office is 1 for 2. He singled and flew out the right. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. See if he can drive this ball somewhere. And he does. That's going to be it's the 16. That's going to be a single in the right field. And that'll get Royster down to third. With no throw. So Royster's down at third. And the inning keeps going, folks. First and third now, still 2 outs. Braves already got 1 run in. And can Brian Asselton double lead at least with Royster down at third, Office at first. And Brian is 0 for 2 today. He's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. That's going to end the inning. But the Braves score 1 and take a 1-0 lead into the top of the 6th. And we got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Mets. You got Flynn followed by Swan and then back to Lee Mazzoni at the top. Flynn singled his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. And that'll be a fly ball out to Office in center field for out number 1. And that brings up Swan now. And Craig tried to put a bunt down the last time, but wasn't successful. Murphy threw the runner out at second. So here's the pitch to Craig. And that's going to be a ground ball back down to first at Murph. 25 on a 2. That'll be fielding column number 2. That's going to be an error on Murphy. That's an E3. So the pitcher's aboard here with an error. We got Lee Mazzoni up. So the tying run down at first with a 1 out. And Mazzoni at the plate. And Mazzoni is 1 for 2. He singled and grounded into a double play. And that's going to be against a 5. That's going to be an infield hit. And all of a sudden, the Mets are making a threat here. And the top of the 6th, first and second. Braves need one of them double play balls here that they've gotten so far. First and second and 1 out. And Bobby Valentine up. And Bobby is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to short twice. Hit into a double play once. Can he do it again? And 36. Wow pitch. 0. No, that's going to be a wild pitch. And that's going to take the double play away. And that's going to be second and third now. And the Braves are going to bring the infield in, trying to cut this run off. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bobby. And that ball is hit down the third, popped up down the third, or grounded out down the third. Which is it going to be? Let's see here. A 52 on a 4. 52 on a 4. And that'll be fielding column number 3. That'll be a foul out over near the dugout. The runners will hold a big second out. And now the Braves will play back. Try to get out of this, but nobody's scoring for Bruce. And Bruce Beauclair, he is 0 for 2 today. Struck out twice. They'll take another one of those. Not a strikeout, but that's another pop-up down the third. And that'll end the inning, folks. Braves get out of the jam with nobody scoring. To the bottom of the 6th we go. The Braves holding on to a 1-0 lead here. We got Burris, followed by Pokoroba, and then the Murph. And Jeff is 0 for 2. He has flown out the center and the right. And that's going to be maybe a base hit here for him. And against 19, that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Nice play out there by Bruce for out number 1. And up to the plate now steps Biff Pokoroba. See if Biff can get on board here for Murph and get some insurance runs here in the 6th. And Pokoroba's 0 for 1. He's flown out and walked. Not flown out, reached on a fielder's choice and walked. And that'll be another base on balls. The Braves will take it. And the Murph's up now with a runner down at first. Can he deliver here, folks? With a runner down at first and 1 out for the mighty Murph. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be against 17. That's going to be a pop-up. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out the Murph for out number 2. So it's up to Gilbreth to deliver here with 2 outs. Pokoroba still down at first. And Rod is 0 for 2, struck out twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. He'll fire over to 1st. And that'll be out number 3. The Braves leave 1. We go to the top of the 7th. 1-0 Atlanta. We got Henderson up, followed by Montez and Stearns. And Steve is 0 for 2 today. He struck out twice. And that's going to be a hat trick. Preston strikes him out for the 3rd time today. Willie Montez steps up to the plate now with 1 out and nobody on. And let's see, Willie is 1 for 2 today. Single and flew out the left. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Murph. Wait a second, that might not be a ground ball down the Murph. That's going to be a single in the right field. Murph couldn't get to it, folks. So that's a 1-out base hit for Willie. That brings up John Stearns now. And the Braves get another double play ball here. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out the short and the 3rd. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. Pokoroba throws the mask off. No, that's not that's a base on balls. That is a base on balls. Preston just walked him. Youngblood's up now, and all of a sudden the wheels come off the cart. They get the bullpen up. Rick Camp's thrown in the pen. And we got Youngblood up. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and struck out. And that's going to be another fly ball out the center field. Willie will stay put. And now there's 2 outs and still 1st and 2nd. Doug Flynn comes to the plate now. And Flynn is he's 1 for 2. He singled and flew out the center. And that's a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Braves get out of it with nobody scoring. We go to the 7th inning. It's 1-0 Atlanta. And we got Rocket, HANNA, and Royster due up. We'll probably have a pitch hitter here for the Rocket. And I mean, not for the Rocket, for HANNA. The Rocket's 0 for 1. He walked and came around to score the only run so far. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Flynn. He fires over the 1st for out number 1. see who's going to come off the bench here. That'll be it for HANNA, and Camp will come into the game and pitch. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here. And Bob Beal is going to come off the bench. Try to get a board here with one out. Yeah, he was. You're correct. All righty, where's Bob at? There he is. And Bob's batting .273 on the year with no homers and no RBIs. Can he get on board here, folks? And nope, that's a fly ball out to Lee Mazzoni in center field. That'll be out number 2. And back to the top of the order we go, and Jerry Royster. And Jerry started a 2-out rally here. This will be Swan's last inning as he's due to lead off the 8th. And Royster's 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Jerry. And he's going to get on base, folks, with a walk. So, Orange runs down at first. Can Office come through here and deliver? And Office is 2 for 3, having a good game. He singled twice and flew out to right. And that'll be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning. The Braves strand 1 to the 8th inning we go. Camp will be coming into the game. See who the Mets will have as a pitch hitter here for SWAN. So we'll bring Rick Camp into the game and then see who's going to pitch hit here for the Mets. Alrighty, see who's going to come off the bench here. I'll bring up the switch hitting Randall. Going to come off the bench. The hit here against Camp, so it'll be Randall and then back to the top of the order and Mazzoni and Valentine. Hey, Ken. Doing good. Trying to get this font straightened out. When Parks comes in, I'll see if he's having problems with this font. See if he figured out how to fix it. So there's Lenny. Lenny will come in here in the bat with nobody on and no outs to lead off the top of the 8th. Mets down by 1. Rick Camp coming into the game trying to do a 2-inning save here. And you got Lenny Randall batting .316, no homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. Jerry makes the play on that ball, and that'll be out number 1. And to the top of the order we go. Have Lee Mazzoni up now. He's 2 for 3, having a good game. He singled, grounded into a double play, and singled his last time up. That'll be a fly ball out the left field. That'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And up steps Bobby Valentin now. Can Bobby get something going here with 2 outs? Bobby thinks one day he's going to manage these stinking Mets. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice to short and popped up the third. And that's going to be against 7. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Bobby's aboard here with 2 outs. Up steps Bruce Beauclair with a tying run at first and 2 outs. Yes, he did, Aaron. Yes, he ended up managing them, didn't he? And he is 0 for 3 today. He struck out twice and popped up the third. And that's going to be a comebacker to Rick Camp. Rick gobbles it up, fires over to Murph. That'll end the inning. The Mets strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 1-0 in Atlanta. Can they get Rick some insurance runs here and make his job a little easier in the 9th? We got Brian Asselton, followed by Jeff Burris, and then Biff Pocaroba. Brian is 0 for 3. He's grounded out and flown out to center twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. That'll be out number 1. And Jeff Burris steps to the plate now. Oh, we need a pitcher. Forgot about that. Let's get the pitcher in here. Who did we go with? I think I went with Bob's going to come in the game here. Okay, where's he at? There's Bob. Sorry about this. The old game's really slowing down.
Myrick.
Darn, it's taking forever. There we go. And Bob Myrick, this is his 10th appearance of the year. He is 0-1. He's got an 8.59 ERA. Like I say, he'll be facing Asselton, which he already got the ground ball to short. We'll put that in. Ground ball down to short. And up to the plate now steps Jeff Burris. See if Burris can get on base here with 1 out. As you can see, the New York Mets are 6-0 16. Their team batting average is 252. On base percentage is 326. Slugging percentage is 323. And their OPS is 650. The Braves are 7-13. Team batting average of 238. OBP of 299, a slugging percentage of 305, and an OPS of 604. Here's the pitch to Jeff. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up and 2 down. So it's up to Pocoroba to try to get some insurance runs across here for him. Or can Camp shut him down and hold on to this 1-0 lead? And here's the pitch to Biff. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nope, that's going to be a base on balls. So he walks Pocoroba. And Biff's third walk of the game. Can Murph finally deliver here? Murphy with Pocoroba down at first. Can Murph deliver with a 2-out base hit here and give the Braves some insurance here? And Murph is 0 for 3, grounded out, reached on the fielder's choice and struck out. And that's going to be a base on ball. So back-to-back walks here. And the Braves are making some noise. It's up to Gilbreth now with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Can Rod come through here? And Gilbreth is 0 for 3, struck out twice and grounded out the third. And he's going to drive this ball. Let's see how far he can drive it in the left field. That's going to score Pocoroba. Can Murph get down the third is going to be the question here. He's going to hold up at second, but a 2-out single makes the score twice as good. It's 2-0 Atlanta. And the Rockets up now. Still first and second and 2 outs. Can the Rocket deliver also? And the Rocket is 0 for 2. He's walked once, came around to score the first run of this ball game, and has struck out. And he gets a hold of this one. And against a 7. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Murphy will score from second. Gilbreth will score or make it the third. And all of a sudden now the Braves are up by 3. What a difference. 2 at bats. All this coming with 2 outs, folks. And Rick Camp is going to hit for himself here, folks. He's going to try to go to distance. It's first and third. He says one day he's going to hit a home run on the 4th of July. It'll actually be July 5th. So let's see if he can pump one out here on May 1st. Here's the pitch to Camp. And nope, that'll be a ground ball down the Flynn. He'll take the short way over to second. That'll end the inning. But the Braves score 2. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 3-0 Atlanta. Tez and Stearns due up. Oh, cool, man. Here we go. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. The Rockets up with it. Fires over to Murphy for out number 1. And here comes Willie to the plate now. He singled. And he's 2 for 3, 2 singles and flew out the left. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Braves don't need that. See, now you got a runner down at first for John Stearns. He's trying to get on base, bring the tying run to the plate. And Stearns is 0 for 2. He's walked and grounded out the short and the third. And that's going to be against a 14. And that's going to be a single in the center field. And Montez is going to stop at second. And all of a sudden, the Mets are making some noise here, folks, with one out. And Youngblood's up now. The time run steps to the plate with one out. Camp's not making this. And Youngblood's 0 for 3. He's flown out to center twice and struck out once. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. That'll be out number 2. And now it's all up to Doug Flynn to keep this game alive for the Mets. Can Camp get the last out here and shut out these Mets? Didn't see this happening. I seen Swan beating the Braves here today. Here's the pitch to Doug Flynn. He is 1 for 3 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nice way to end this game. And that's your ball game, folks. The Braves win 3-0. Take a look here at the box score now. Resume. What's there to resume? Why doesn't it take me to the box score? That's not good. That was only 2 outs. That's why. Sorry about that, folks. So they're not out of this yet. My mistake. Here I had this ball game over. Watch this end up costing me now. He's going to come off the bench here. Randall's already batted. And Eli Maddox going to come off the bench. He's got a little bit of pop. Mets don't have much of a bench. Sorry about that. Here I had this game as being over. Didn't realize there was only 1 out. Let's see what old Elliott can do here. Now there's 2 outs. Still runners at first and second for Elliott. What the heck? The game was over. What's this game doing? Sorry about that. I don't know what this game's doing. Don't know why it didn't save it and end it. Let's see here. Maybe this time it did. There we go. Alrighty. Now we're on track. So the Mets had no runs out, hit the Braves, 7 hits, no errors. Braves 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 errors. He had Mazzoni and Montez both with 2 hits on the day. The Mets were 0 for 5, left 8 men on base. How many ground balls did they? grounded into 2 double plays, and Office was the only Braves with 2 hits. Braves were 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They left 9 men on base. And Swan goes to 1-3 on the year. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 5, struck out 6. Bob Medrick comes in, pitches 1 inning, doesn't do a very good job, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, and struck out 1. HANNA goes to 2-3, pitched a great game, goes 7 innings, 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 7. Camp comes in, gets his second save, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 1. Now let's finish up this day here. On May 1st, we got the Ken Castro's Phillies taking on Aaron Reed's Reds. See what happens here in Cincinnati. Great battle. Steve Carlton against Tom Seaver. See what happens here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This would have been a hell of a game to do. And the Reds beat the Phillies. 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. And the Reds 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Since both Ken and Aaron's in here, let's take a look at this box score. You had McBride with 2 for 5. He was the only one with 2 hits. The Phillies were 0 for 5. Runners in scoring position, left 8 men on base. McBride, one of those hits must have been a solo homer. McBride had a homer. And the Big Red Machine, Rose was 2 for 4. Bench and Concepcion both had 2 hits. They were 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. One of Johnny Bench's hits was a homer. Steve Carlton goes to 3-1, picks up his first loss of the year. 8 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs, walked 1, struck out 5, and gave up that home run. Seaver goes the distance also, goes to 1-2, 9 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 5, and also gave up a home run. Hey, Clinton Parks, I got a question for you, bud. I want to show you this, and you tell me if there's a way of fixing it. I'll do an exhibition game here. I can't get this font size to change. We'll do the Braves and the Cubs. I don't care. I just want to make it 2 National League teams. See if you can help me figure out how to change this font. It's so small. In version 11, the only thing I had to do was change that interface and hit true, and it changed everything. But in version 12, it's not working for me. See how small that font is for the batter and the pitcher stats? Is there any way of changing that? See how small? In version 11, like I say, if I change that interface and hit true, it changed this also, but it's not working in version 12. It's so darn small. See if Clinton knows how to fix this. Oh, I appreciate it, bud. Yep, not a problem. Like I say, I've done this. Of course, this don't change nothing. It just changes the player font and the fielder font. Like I say, I can make this the largest. That's play by play, and that don't change nothing. I mean, it changes that play by play font, but it don't change this down here. And then, of course, this is an exhibition game. So we'll leave. And in version 11, all you had to do was come in here in this user interface option. Always in the same setting I had in that one. I set the base font size to 55 and then enable auto scaling. And normally that took care of it, but in version 12, it sure isn't. So I'd appreciate it. But if you can figure it out, let me know. Go back here to the 21st. I mean the first. Finish simming out these games. Okay, Ken. Yeah, I think you're all right. That must mean I don't know nothing about class then, huh? Yeah. All righty. We got the San Diego Padres taking on the Pirates in Pittsburgh. See what happens up here in Pennsylvania. Gaylord pitching for the Padres. And the Padres lose this game 3-2. The Padres 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. The Pirates 3 runs on 12 hits and no errors. And the last game here on May 1st is the Giants at St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. Vita Blue against Denny. It should be a good game. It won't be long, and Denny will be pitching for your Phillies. And the Giants shut out the Cardinals. Let's see what the Stars for. Vita Blue throws a shutout. The Giants turned a triple play. We'll take a look at that. The Giants 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. And the Cardinals, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Let's see where the triple play was. Go to the scorecard here. And Cardinals, what inning did they hit into a triple play? That was the 6th inning. He walked 2 men and then a triple play. So let's go to the 6th inning and look at the play-by-play. Where are we at now? Top of the 6th. Hernandez steps up to the plate, batting .243 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Nobody's going here in the bottom of the 6th. Brock takes the lead off a second. Templeton is parked at first. Hard line drive to Madlock. And Hernandez is out. Madlock quickly throws to LeMaster for out number 2, and they relay over to McCovey for the triple play. So it was the old 5-6-3 double play, triple play. All righty. I want to thank Ken Castro, Clinton Parks, Aaron Reed, Philip Reynolds, Legend Sports Universe, Clams and Stuff, Tim D, and I believe that was everybody. Check out Legends channel, Aaron Reed's channel, Philip Reynolds' channel. Until next time, folks, you'll have a great day and take care. I'm going to try to figure this darn fawn out on my own, see what I can come up with. Until then, you all have a good one.